Blog Talk Radio.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walking His Ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walking This Way Impact Voice. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr., broadcast again live from my hometown in the city of Mobile, Alabama. Hope everybody had a great Friday, of course. I know everybody's getting ready for the weekend, going out, preparing themselves. And I know it's going to be cold tonight, so if you're in the city of Mobile, keep yourself warm, which I like this kind of weather anyway, but we hardly ever have it here in the South, in the Mobile. So one day it's hot, one day it's cold, but make the best out of it. But dress according to the weather, of course. And like I said, keep yourself warm. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting your vitamins in every day. Sickness going around, the flu going around. You go to the hospitals here in the city, people got masks on. But everybody got the masks on, they're not probably taking care of themselves. You start taking that vitamin C every day. That vitamin C helps build up your immune system for all that sickness and stuff. So we got to invest in our bodies. We got to invest in getting the proper nourishment we need for our bodies. A lot of people are going to tell you, well, it's expensive to take care of yourself, but you got to think long term, because amongst minorities, we lead in all negative category. We lead in high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, stress, you name it. We lead in them type of categories. We're not probably taking care of ourselves. The Bible said, my people struggle with lack of knowledge because they rejected it. But that's another broadcast. So, man, you got to learn how to take care of yourself. Go to the vitamin shop. I stay going to the vitamin shop all the time, which I'm going to go back to the vitamin shop before they close this evening. If I make it in time, I want to get some detox, still detox my body and stuff like that, get all them chemicals and all that waste out of my body, because at 37 years old, I'll be 38 in April, still a young man, but I want to be able to think long term, because eventually one day I want to get married, so I want to be able to please my wife sexually. I'm just being honest with you. And can be broken down doing an whole thing when you're married. But it's not all about that. But thinking long term, when you got your children and stuff like that. But we can talk about that on another occasion, of course. But I have a special guest here. He's been on the broadcast before. He's well known throughout the city of Mobile. He's a recording artist. He goes by the name of King David. You'll get to know this man. If you have not get a chance to know him, you'll get to know him tonight. So we're gonna go in depth. He has a new album coming out called The Black Diamond. That's gonna be coming out. He has a single that he's gonna release Sunday. So for those who been following him, he's gonna release the single, and I think he has asked for folks for their emails in just in case they want it. But he's gonna talk more about that. So you get to know the man himself here on Impact Voice, and I'm about to get ready to pull him in. He's on the line waiting, and I just want to say, David, welcome to Walking This Way's Impact Voice.
What's up, my man? What's up, my man? Happy Mardi Gras to everybody out there. Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras. You know how we do it down here. To do what you wanna.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you wanna. Yeah, down in Mobile, Mardi Gras weekend. If you celebrate Mardi Gras, baby, it's going down the whole weekend, and I don't know if I'm going down there too much down there. I got music, I got other business to handle. I might go down there Tuesday, man. But, yeah, I'm doing fine like wine, bro.
And that's what it's all about, man. I thank you for taking time out to be the schedule to be a part of the broadcast this evening. I know you have an album in the works, as you've been mentioning on your social media page. You're giving people updates on the album. And like I said, man, this is an interview. I want everybody to get to know who you are. For those who may not know who you is, but get to know more about you in depth. Of course, I got some questions for you. We're just going to chop it up here on Impact Voice, man. So I do, once again, thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to be a part of the broadcast.
Yeah, that's just cool, man. Yeah, it's always it's always a thing to be on with you, man. It's always a privilege and honor to be on a live thing with my boy. We go way back. We go way back. I'm excited for the night to share what this whole thing about this Black Diamond Project.
And that's what's up. And like I said, we're going to get more in depth with that so you let the audience know what that's all about. But we're going to jump off into this interview. So I know you're excited. I know you're pumped about it. And, here on Impact Vest, we know Impact Voice, we wide open. We, anything goes, of course, like that, man. But I'm going to shoot my first question off, and I want you to answer this. Who is David Marshall?
Well, David Marshall is a man of many talents. I'm a man of many talents. I discovered, I don't want to get on a tangent. I'm a man of 3 kids. I have 3 children, beautiful children, 2 girls and 1 boy. Also, I got some additions coming along too. Another 2 girls, another boy, but not at this moment. I'm a man of native Mobile. Mobile is my stomping grounds. I've been here all my life, and it looks like I ain't going nowhere. So I'm born and raised down here in Mobile, straight out the bottom, straight out the Orange Grove projects. That's where I've grown in ways, and I don't think it seems like I'm going nowhere. I want to leave, but this is my stomping ground, and I'm 37 years old, and thank God that I made it see this age, man. I tell you, many of my friends are dead or in prison. They haven't, some can't even say the privilege to even, they made it to this age. So I'm excited about that. Excited that I made that. That's who I am, man that love my children, man that believes in leaving a legacy for them. That's what I'm doing at this age now. I'm just trying to figure out ways to leave a legacy. And also, I'm a photographer. I have my own business, Opportunity 251, but really I'm not here to talk about that more. But that's who I am. I'm a photographer. Man, I'm a carpenter. I'm a man, I'm everything. I can put on this hat, put on that hat. And I'm trying to master one thing at a time. That's who David Marshall is. Man of many talents, man of great children, and from Mobile.
And that's what's up right there. And I know you had mentioned in your bio, you grew up in Orange Grove. At the time, Orange Grove was one of the roughest neighborhoods here in the city of Mobile at one time. And give the listening audience about your experience growing up in Orange Grove. I think in the 90s, they saying that the black man wasn't going to see the age of 21. But also we fooled them because we passed 21 and you're 37 now. But explain about your upbringing at that time in the midst of Orange Grove, which Orange Grove at the time was like one of the roughest, also one of the high crime areas at that time.
Orange Grove was like you said, it's real rough. You had gangs, you had Bloods, you had Crips, you had Vice Lord, you name it. Gangs was the biggest thing back in the 90s, back in them days. So I had to deal with that pressure, dealing with the gangs, dealing with the temptation of joining gangs. I think the Orange Grove was folks, I believe, was ran by folks. And Crips, I believe. It's been a long time. It's been a while. And that's what I had to face, the pressure of being a part of that and being different. It's hard to be different in an infested area with nothing but crime and all this other stuff. But thank God he gave me a mind not to go in certain areas. In certain things I did. My biggest thing, back in them days was stealing. I love to steal and I love to rob. Deacon, them days, don't take this the wrong way. If you listen to me, I don't steal no more. I don't do that. But the robbing and stealing was my thing. Sneaking and stealing, and that was my biggest issue. And we were getting off into other things. But I was real young then. I was in my, I was doing my dirt between the age of 9 and 13. As when I slowed down, when I got 14, 13, I really kind of slowed down. I didn't get too further in the streets like I could have, because, I was went to the boys' home, got thrown in the boys' home for my behaviors and stuff like that. Because thank God for some St. Mary's group home, it kind of stopped me from going further in my tracks in my crime life. My crime life slowed down at 13, 14, because I was out there real bad before that time. So, and I think it's what I made of it. Everybody that came from Orange Grove, you know what I mean, wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they allowed that the condition of Orange Grove to shape you. You know, it's up to you to make the choices. Now, I made a lot of bad choices. You know, you either blend in with it, you know, or survive. And most of the times, you know, I'm on survival mode. You know, I did what I did most of the time because I'm trying to survive out here. I'm trying to keep from getting beat up or, you know, all these other things you got to run into dealing with the street. So not feeling alone, because, man, you can feel alone out there, like out there trying to be different, trying to be buy your books and buy all that type of stuff. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could be real lonely because half of the hood is doing this and you trying to be different. So that was my biggest struggle, trying to deal with the difference of trying to fit in, I guess.
Yeah. And I know also it'd be some positive times also growing up in that era of the 90s because everybody knew everybody. Neighbors knew each other. Everybody knew each other. Everybody looked, even though everybody looked out for each other around that time, which one had it no more. Back then, everybody was kind of like tight knit, close. Even though everybody had a fight, but they were cool with each other later on that day or the next day. You know how that type of stuff we had, you know, growing up in the 90s. And stuff like that. Then my next question is, you know, you stated in your bio you gave your life to the Lord. Give us information that led you to make that life-changing decision.
Well, you know, all of us have a desire. God put that in a conviction inside of our hearts even before we was born. We was born with convictions. Everybody, I don't care how hard of a gangster you are. I don't care how much you say that you this hardcore. You can be the hardest gangster in the world. You can be the hardest thug in the world. Something inside your heart is prinking at you. It's something calling you. And I think everybody hear the call. Everybody sense and feel something tugging at their heart. But it's the choice that we make to yield to it. That's the thing. Everybody hear the voice of God. It's just the choice you make to yield to that voice that's inside, that's calling me. So all my life, God put people around me, like my uncle. My uncle was a minister, and he stayed on me, man. When I was running the streets and running with the wrong crowd, he always preached to me. And it was times where he would tell me, you know, you got two roads. You got two roads of life. You have this road. You have this road. Which road you want to take? Even though Jesus was talking about the broad road and narrow road, you either choose the road of destruction or the road that leads to life. And I never forget my uncle was always preaching and teaching me. And also my mama, she went to church. She stayed, and so we used to go to True Vine Missionary Baptist Church. So we stayed in church. Mama used to go to church, but we wasn't active for real. We wasn't living about. You know, I never seen the lifestyle of a Christian mom, and like they was just going to church, was just being traditional. I never seen the relationship, the prototype when we got home was totally different. You know what I'm saying? Went the lifestyle, and I think I used to listen. This is what got me going hard after God. When I used to listen to my uncle tapes, this was Book of Revelation. I used to sit down, and I would say about 8 or 7. I used to sit there and listen to I don't know why I was listening to cassette tapes. Listen to the Book of Revelation. It scared the hell out of me. It scared me to Jesus. You understand? I think the Book of Revelation, reading about the prophecy about Jesus coming back, I believe those things God used to bring me to him. Not to literally scare me, but give me that fear of I better get myself together. Even when I was smoking weed, doing all that crazy stuff, I still felt in my heart to I was different from my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I was so different. They was crazy. They were ruthless. I had a heart. I don't know why. If somebody beat you up, I try to have a little sympathy for you, man. I say, man, please don't do that, man, like that. Don't. I'm that type of guy. I'm like, if you ever seen the Goodfellas, you remember the dude that was on the Goodfellas? What's his name? What that dude name? The dude was always sympathy. I forgot his name, man. It's not on. It's on my tip. It'll come to me. But he was the one that always had the passion for people. The whole clique. It was 3 of them. But this one guy that I guess the tallest guy at the end, you know, in the Goodfellas, the mafia movie, he was always telling him, that was me. If you want to know me, who I was him. I was that guy. I was always trying to give mercy to people. Man, please don't do that, dude. Like, man, please, man, hey. Because I believe God had gave that heart to me. I couldn't go that far like I wanted to go like other people in the hood. I just something in me wouldn't let me go join a game. I don't care how much the temptation. It's just something in me had that consciousness because of the seed that was sown in my heart, the seed that sown in my uncle praying for me. I believe, man, that when we sow seeds, those seeds, you can't run from it. You understand? Once them seeds planted in your heart and your spirit, I don't care how much you run out here. It's something had stopped me from going too far. And I think because of that, I began to yield more and more when I got older. I started to go into the Baptist church. You know, when Mama used to go, I used to go on my own. Then I was going for the wrong reason. I was going for a girl. You know what I'm saying? I was there because a girl was there. I was trying to go. But then I found myself going to the prayer closet. They had a little prayer closet at this Baptist church I used to go to. And I don't know why. I used to go in there and just say, God, I want more. I know it's more to this. Just coming to church and just sitting here like nothing. I don't know what made me just go into this little room and just pray. I hope I ain't going too far on. I'm going to get off of this. But I used to go into this little church room. I said, man, God, give me more. I want more. It's more to just coming to church. And then when I prayed them prayers, I used to pray them prayers. I ain't had nobody force me to go in that little prayer room. They had a little prayer room. I used to bend down on my knee like, God, give me more. I want more. This is not what I want, just to come to church. And so he started sending people. I started developing my gifts. But we'll talk more about that. I started developing. He started sending people around me that took me to another level into my relationship with God. I started meeting young people that was on fire for Jesus. That changed my life. When I met these young people my age, and they was serious about God. I ain't talking about just coming to church. That's what I used to see all my life, just going to church and not living about nothing, and going home and not praying. These young people, God put me around. It was a lifestyle, and that would change my life. That would change my life.
And that's what's up. Like I say, just taking it from step by step, with that life decision, because giving our life to the Lord. I know that's important to anybody. Even though it's free will, but like you said, you already had a desire that He placed within you, to go before Him, to accept Him, to embrace what He had for you in your life. Everybody He has a plan and purpose in everybody's life. It's up to us to pursue it, of course, I believe. And my next question is the music. How did you get started within the field of music?
Music. I love music. I love music all my life. I never understood why I like certain songs that other guys. I never wanted my homeboys to know that I love these type of music. I never understood why certain could hear sounds real good. When I was a kid, I couldn't stand a small radio. I never understood that. But God showed me later on in life when I got older, I understood why. I did not like, you can ask one of my homeboys. I would take a small radio. I would bust the speaker out of it because I hate the sound of it. Like, I want to hear a big sound. So I used to go in the trap house. We were poor. Mama and poor. She couldn't afford no big old stereo. I used to like big stereo. You know what I'm saying? I used to go find on the trash pile some stereo, some speakers somebody throw out their house that they didn't want no more. So I used to go in the trap pile and get those speakers. And I think it's like the universe, the Holy Ghost, or God. I used to think it and it used to happen. I ain't gonna lie. I want a bigger speaker. And it used to be on the trap fire. I used to find them on the trap fire. I'd get them on the trap fire, bring them home. I bust a speaker out of the small radio, and I hook that big old speaker that goes to another stereo to the small radio, and it amplified the sound. And I used to have people come over my house and laugh, and my homeboys come to the house and laugh, like, how you did it? How you hooked that big speaker to your radio? So therefore, that right there showed me when I got older that I have an ear for music. I didn't know then. I used to couldn't stand small radios. Man, I want to hear the bass. I want to hear all the sound. I love music, period. I don't care if it's rock. I don't care if it's classic. I always love music, but I never let that side, people know that side of my home, or know I like R&B. There's certain songs I would not let ever, that made me cry. I don't understand why I got so emotional. And I know why I was getting so emotional about this song. It's because I had a sensitivity in the ear when I was young for music. Never understood it. When I got older, then I started discovering my piano skills. I discovered my piano skills in St. Mary's group home. When I was in that group home, when I got put in a group home, an all boys home, I discovered my talent I did not know I had. So I started playing the piano. Then next thing you know, I developed the piano skill, and I started buying studio equipment. I started recording myself. All the gifts started to come out. This is, it all started when I was a kid. I never understood why I used to take big speakers and punch out little speakers and hook them all together. I like to DJ. I know how to hook up a whole sound system now, and it sounds fabulous. So music was in me when I was a kid, but never discovered that I had producing, writing ability until I got like 20-something, like I got 18, 19. That's when I discovered the music, writing, composing, and recording music, and understanding the dynamics of music. I know how to mix music, record, all that type of stuff, because I had an ear. All that was when I was a kid, but I discovered when I was older. So music been in me, and it's run through my family. I got cousins. I got a cousin named Todd Marshall. He's a music producer, engineer. He not to brag or boast. He's in Atlanta. He doing work with T.I. If you know the artist T.I. He's doing work with him. He didn't had opportunity to shake hands with Beyonce producers and stuff like that. He's doing big things. He's trying to get there, and he almost had an opportunity with Justin Bieber, but it didn't work out too good with that, because I don't think they like his beat or something. He made a beat for Justin Bieber to be a part of Justin Bieber album or something. It didn't make the cut, I guess. I don't know. But he's pushing, and so music is in my family. I got cousins like the Millsaps, Andre Millsap, all them people that's in the music. I started to discover it runs in our family. So music is a part of me since I was born. I didn't never know until I got 18 and 19. Some people discover their music talent at the age of 10. I discovered mine real late. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's up on that one. And you said you were always into music. What type of genre of music was you listening to growing up?
Man, I listen to everything. Anything that sound good, I never understood that though. I listen to everything. I listen to country. I listen to rock. I listen to classic music. I listen to it all. And when I got older, I fell in love with country music. I love country music for the content, for the beautiful writing. I think country music have the most profound writing, like songs like "Don't Blink" by Kenny Chesley. It says, "Don't blink, 100 years will pass you by in a drop of a dime." That's what he say. 100 years, don't blink, because 100 years will just pass you by. That was a powerful song. If you listen to that song, like, damn, that's deep. That is a deep freaking song. People like the band Perry, I think they from Mobile. They got a song, something about, what they call it, what that song is? If I Die Young. That song right there, just the deep writing of the country music and the new age country music. I love country music. I think that's one of my best genre of music. It's country music. And then, you know, I'm a rapper. I'm a gospel rapper or whatever. Rapper. I don't really call it gospel. I call it inspiration, whatever. But country music is my best. I love country music. Deep writing. I think they have the most stuff they come up with, man. I be like, God, how do y'all come up with these writings? And so, yeah, pretty much. I listen to everything.
Okay, damn. And I know we're gonna get into the meat of everything. We can start talking about the Black Diamond album. I know you had stated this is your third album. And how long like with this album right here you got coming out? Black Diamond. What's the meaning behind the album?
The meaning behind Black Diamond, you know, Black Diamond personally means, from the spiritual standpoint, mean authority, mean something good or whatever. But I said Black Diamond. My meaning of Black Diamond, well, you can look up on the dictionary. It says authority and all these different things, good spirit and all that type of stuff. You know, they actually got a black diamond. And when something came to my mind about this, I was listening to Rihanna. See, I'm a DJ at work. I DJs at work, okay? I put together playlists. I can't play all gospel music at my work. I slide a little bit of that Travis Green in there a little bit. I throw him a little bit of that, but I'm the DJ at work. I hook my phone. I have to put together a playlist and play all the music. So I'm a DJ. I play all the music. So Rihanna came on with a song. He said, "We are diamonds in the sky." I said, "Whoa!" Everybody in the jar was singing that song with her. That we are diamonds in the sky. I don't know if you heard that song by Rihanna. It's a pop song. And so I said, man, diamonds in the sky. Diamonds in the sky. And it hit me. I'm a diamond. I'm a diamond in the rough. I'm a diamond. And it hit me, and it just sparked an interest in me that we, you know, saying life challenges, life struggles, you know, anything that, you know, before they make a diamond, they got to take it through, you know what I'm saying, they got to be polished. They have to go through its process to become what it is. It ain't just came no diamond overnight. They got to do some things to become that, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, you know what I'm saying, as a black man. The black represents troubles, the struggles, the darkness in my life. This is a very dark album. There's a lot of the songs are going to be very dark. But the darkness is what's going to make me become who I am. I know. You know what I'm saying? The struggles, the songs I'm working on. This song that I'm going to drop Sunday is called Once Again. The storm is here again. This thing I repeated before. I had trouble with women before. This is the same crap that I'm going through now. I didn't face the season past. So this whole Black Diamond project is to tell people my mess ups, my struggles, what King David have been, what have been happening with King David. You know, back, you know, I'm a pioneer of gospel hip hop, and I'm a part of that movement that started. I fell off. You know, somewhere down the line, you know, we fall off sometimes. We mess up. I messed up big time. We'll talk about that. But the Black Diamond Project was birthed out of the song with Rihanna. Rihanna was singing the song "Diamonds in the Sky," and everybody was singing in the job. And I began to say, "Oh my God, that is powerful." Let me say, I'm a diamond that's in darkness, that's in process. I'm going through life challenges right now, and I'm gonna become what God called me to be. Rather, it's going to cost me everything. You understand? So the Black Diamond is discovering. I got songs on there called My Shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Songs like My Shepherd, Teach Me to Be a Man. I want to be, How to Be a Man. These different songs, real deep songs. How to Be a Man. You my shepherd, God. No matter what is going on in my life, I'm going to trust you. I got songs, I Surrender. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually, on my introduction to the album, I felt led to do a hymn. I think what it says, do not pass me by. Savor, oh, savor. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put the old hymn. When it start off, the first introduction, it's going to be an old hymn. And this is a start of something that's going to introduce other albums, but I want to talk about the darkness in my life. What happened to me, a story about my failure, my fall, what's happening now, the women problem, oh man, it's going to touch on all those things. That's what this album is all about. I'm excited about it because it's going to calibrate. I'm not looking to be no rap star. If it take me where it goes, I know it's going to be some hit songs on this album. I ain't going to doubt about that. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to get videos for the songs. I'm working on the video. If I can get some actors in the video to call My Shepherd, I think that's going to be my number one hit, I believe. It's going to be my number one song on the album, called My Shepherd. I want to do a video to that, but anyway, I'm gonna get back. I don't want to get it off. But the Black Album is an album of some dark times in my life. I'm becoming who I am. The diamond represents that this is what I'm become. A black diamond, a man of authority, a man of integrity, a man. That's what black diamond mean anyway. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to become that, I got to go through this right now. I got to come through this. And most of the songs are going to be dark. So if you like dark music, trouble music, that's what all this, if it connects, it's going to connect who it want to connect with. It's not a lot of happy-go-lucky songs. It's a lot of dark. Some of them sad. Some of them maybe happy. I got one song that's talking about the virtuous woman. You know, it's a beautiful song. It's an upbeat song. So I got a couple upbeats. Some of them just real dark. So.
Okay then, and I know you speak that it was a dark album, so album that deal with the things that you're going through, things you experience, to bring light to the situation, also help others who may be going down that same path that that you experience going down upon, and that leads up to the next question: how can the listeners listen to the album before it comes out?
I may periodically go live with some of the songs, but I might do a pre-order. I don't know at this point. I'm trying to get everything done and copywritten. I don't want to put too much out there if it's not copywritten right now. I want to make sure all those, it's mastered, mixed real good. I'm trying to see if I'm going to send it out to get mastered or I'm going to master myself. I might wind up having to send it off and get mastered. So once I get those processes going, then I will have an album listening party, but I don't think for the public. You understand? Mainly for the producers, different artists that's in locally. I might get different artists to come out, such as you, people that I can, I don't want my fans to, listen to the album right now. I think it's just certain people. I don't know, but it'll be a listen. I'm gonna have a listening party. And I don't know how I'm going to do that right now. I may, I am going to have an album release party, and I'm going to have an album listening party for people to come just to listen and critique it. The last straw, I call it the last listening room straw before I actually release it to the public. I don't want the public to get it until it's ready. And this is part of the process, getting people to listen to it first. And most of those artists we don't do. We just put stuff out there, and we don't let people judge. And I wanted people to listen, especially key producers, if I can, and other artists, and to have a good time. They have a couple, a little finger food and sit around and listen. And so that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. And that's what's up right there. So putting in the work, putting in the groundwork, making sure everything's up to point, putting out the essence sound, which I respect that a whole lot, perfecting your craft. My next question is, do you have any collaborations on the album?
I'm trying to see, man. I don't got time to play games with people, man. I want them, I'm looking to get certain people. I got my girl Nika gonna be on now. I'm trying to I might wind up getting True Seeker. I might get mail, but I don't want to speak too soon until it happens. So I'm going to reach out to certain. I'm still trying to see where they're going to fit in at because, like I said, it's a very dark album. And I know Big Angel going to be on it. I think I'm going to put him on it. I got to get him on it. You know what I'm saying? Because he been through some things. Me and Big Angel, I definitely want him on it, man. It's some cut of artists that can feel we on the same page, same heart. I don't know. Yeah, I want to sing on. I might get a couple singers on here. We're going to have some different poetic. This album going to be, I'm trying to gumbo it, make sure it's gumbo pretty good with a mixture of sounds in it. So I want to make sure the album's kind of old school with a little new school and put a little old school in that too. It's not just all going to be new school. And so just trying to see. I would love to have SA-115 if he listening in tonight. I would love to have that dude a part of it again. He was part of my mixtape, SA-115. I think that's him. I would love to put him on that boy bad. I'm going to reach out to him too. So this is going to be a surprise, I guess. I want Sky on it. I want Truth. I want a couple of people. I might grab a hold of King James, who we talking about. Might get my dog Boy Gospel on there. I don't know. We finna see where they fit in at, get in where they fit in. And I don't want too much features on it. Just want to talk about some things.
And that's what's up right there. You mentioned a lot of good names here. That a lot of guys here locally in the city of Mobile, they've been doing a lot of ministry work, groundwork since day one. They still going strong. So you mentioned some good names out there. Good brothers, brother that has character about themselves, and they come always working. So you did mention some good names, of course. We're about to get it wrapped. I got my last question is, and I ask this to my guests all the time. I said, I got my last question I'm finna ask you. And I ask it to my guests all the time. Proverbs talks about a good name. A good name is better than riches and things like that. And I know you mentioned earlier that you want to leave a legacy for your children. The Bible speaks about that a good man leave a heritage for his children. So at the end of the day, what do you want your legacy to be at the end of the day?
Well, that's a deep question. Still working on it. It's a work in progress. I want my children to have what I didn't have growing up. That stability, financial wealth. I'm not talking about just having a lot of money, but wealthy. That meaning investments. I want to be able to invest in proper real estate, different things, not just spiritually wealthy, but naturally wealthy. I want to be able to leave them wealth. I want to be able to leave them my business, businesses and passing it down to them. And so they can always have income. Because when I was growing up, there was nothing left. I don't even think, even now it's sad to say that I'm going to have that. My mama die right now, or if my father passed away, ain't nothing going to be left to me. You know what I'm saying? So my legacy is to my music, everything I'm building. I want that to live on through them. I want them to be able to stand up and say, this is my father, this is what he done, this is my daddy. He was a great man. He was a man of many talents. He raised us right. He cared for us. He was a man after God, And I'm trying to correct some things in my life, correct some mistakes I made relationally and different things that I made that they won't repeat that. You know what I'm saying? Especially my son. I want him to repeat my lifestyle, period. I don't want him to be no Rolling Stone. Papa was a Rolling Stone. I don't want him to get up and say, my daddy was a Rolling Stone. His stone was everywhere. He said everywhere he laid his hat. He put his hat over there, that's his house. He go over there, that's his house. And he was a stone cold nut, No. I want them to see you can be one man's woman. You can love her. You can take care of her. You can be a provider. You understand? So I want them to leave them that, the principles of the kingdom of God too. And I want to teach that. I don't want to just teach it. I want to live it. That's what I'm working on. I want to live this life before them. They can see. You understand? They can see it because I never had that example of a man or father in my life showing me the real deal. So I'm going to be that in their life. I'm going to make sure they straight. So the legacy is leaving that this what I do to them, my photography, my carpentry skills. I want my son to take that up. Hopefully he will. He told me he wants to cut hair and stuff like that. So he's moving in the right direction. That makes me excited and make me have hope. My daughters, they don't like my camera. My son, he want to take pictures and he want to cut hair. I don't cut hair. I don't cut public hair. I cut their hair. My son, I don't want to cut nobody's hair. He want to do that, but hopefully that's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. So he's already moving in that direction. So hopefully he keep that passion alive, and I think I'll be okay.
That was up, man. And like I said, I appreciate you taking time out to be a schedule to be a part of the broadcast this evening, of course. And I know you about to jump back into the studio to do some finish up work on the Black Diamond album. And I know you're releasing a single this Sunday. How can the listening audience, grab hold of the single that you're gonna release Sunday?
They visit my page, Opulent 251 David. I know Opulent David. They can inbox me, and I'm gonna be rallying this thing up all weekend and getting people hyped up about it. Try to get them hyped up and get them stirred up. I'm trying not to be too aggressive with it. I just want people to come to me. If you want the track, come to me, inbox me, I get the track to you. And also I'm gonna go live, play it live, and I'm gonna drop it on YouTube too. People can listen to it on YouTube and stuff like that. So, but I want to get it your email. You can download it on your phone. You have it on your phone, stuff like that. So hopefully we can get people I can get people. I'm gonna push it hard as I can, and hopefully people will download it and in their phone and listen to it, and hopefully we can get the feet wet. That's what this song is all about. Let's see what people respond to it. It's a very dark album, like I said. It's nothing. I'm telling you up front. All the songs are not happy go lucky. They're not all feel good, but they're songs of struggles. And if it's connecting with you, I think that you'll be all right. I'm not expecting this album to connect with everybody. So if it connects with you, feel it. And I'm gonna be rallying it up and Mary and thon. I'm gonna do me a thon, a rap-a-thon. The whole weekend I'm gonna be, I'm fired up about this album. And I'm trying to get it out there. It's a free track for you. If you're listening in right now, it's a free track for you. All you have to do, you can email Furman, give your email to us, or try to get it to me. And you can email me at, let's see which email, King David. Hold on. You may not. I'm going to tell you this. New King David, 2019 at gmail.com. Again, New King David, 2019 at gmail.com. You can send that email to there, or you can get on my Facebook page, or you can go to Furman's Facebook page and ask him. And we can do it like that too, and we can kind of get that track to you, because I want you to get it, because I'm going to tell you, it's going to bless you. It's going to show you some things. It's just talking about me, talking about my little struggle, and hopefully it can connect with you. And the whole album I'm going to bring some solutions in the album. This is not going to talk about the problems. I got songs going to be some solutions too. So I'm excited for it. That's all I'm going to say.
And that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be excited about your product and what you got going on. So I'm happy for you in the work that you're doing and getting back out there and just putting out music for the listeners, so they could ride to, cry to, whatever you wanted to be. Putting out that good quality sound and give people their time's worth, of course. So we're about to get ready to close it out. So I'm going to ask you, Dave, do you have any final remarks for the listening audience this evening here on Impact Voice?
Yeah, like I said, I'm excited about coming back with a new mindset, and I'm gonna tell you, for any artists out there and I'm particularly the ones that fell off from the gospel scene, I guess the gospel rap scene, get back up. This music is not just for the people; it's for you. If it doesn't bless you, then it's not gonna bless the people. And see, that's the thing I'm learning. I'm not going to stop no more. I stopped. I'm 7 years behind because you can allow condemnation and what people say. This music is not for people first. It's for you. It's to minister to you. This album, regardless of what people buy it or what they do to it, it's for me. And once you feel it and minister to yourself, then it's going to do what it does. And I'm asking for any person that fell away from the gospel scene, from the gospel hip-hop, get back up, try it again, and let's get back to it. That's what I'm telling myself. And be real about you and tell about it in your music. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting everything in the music. When you want to know about what happened to me, how I'm dealing with it, it's in the music. Check the music out. This is where I'm at. Write it. Be real with your music. Get back up off that stool. Get back to the grind gradually. I'm not trying to go back out here preaching to people. You know, I'm just going out here just making good music, telling stories about what I'm going through, ministering to myself. That's what I'm still doing right now. If the doors are open for me to go minister to people, man, that's fine. But I'm not trying to make those doors open. I'm just ministering to myself through this music. And hopefully in return, it will minister to people all around the world. That's what I'm telling you. That's the nugget to every gospel rapper, and even the ones that's doing it now. Don't try to look to be famous. If you're doing it for fame, you might as well sit down. Fame, see, people think if I get a big record deal, and if I can get out there with Lecrae, I'm successful. No, you're successful. This is what I study in the business. That's why people need to educate themselves. When I educate myself, now I understand I don't have to have 1 million folks, 1 million fans to be successful. I can be successful right at home with 100 people packing out my show every time I have it. That's success, because that's more than what some other artists do. You are successful right where you are. If you got people buying your album, you got people behind you, man, that's success. It may not be on the scale. Everybody ain't going to be Lecrae. And to see some of you, that's what happened to me. I got lost in trying to be famous. If you doing this to be famous, you might as well sit. You ain't going to last long. The music going to sell itself. You do this music for you. I'm an artist. I don't care what people think about the album cover, how they feel. I'm an artist. This is my art. I'm speaking to me. If it speaks to you, if it don't, fine. It's going to connect with somebody. And every artist that's listening to the sound of my voice, if you understand that you will fly high, don't be no one-hit wonder. Hits made out of, I'm going to tell you, hits are developed. The most hit songs that's on this radio came out of struggle, came out of the most darkest time. If you write to please people, man, you're gonna make that one hit. You're gonna make that one hit, and you're gonna come right back on them. You ain't gonna hear about you no more. I want music to leave legacy. I want music to hit and be in the gospel rap Hall of Fame one day. I don't know, but that's where I'm at right now. I want to encourage you. Every artist is listening to me. Write music, not just a gospel, all around the board. You are artists. Regardless of what scale you on, you are successful if you're making major boss moves. If you're selling CDs, you out there, you making shows, just maximize where you are. If you can't pack out a show by yourself, what you mean? No folks ain't coming to look for you. I don't care how talented you is. This all about money in this industry. They don't care how talented you is. If you can't pack out no show in Mobile, if you can't make noise in Mobile, they ain't finna come look for you. You got to make some noise. Let them come look for you. Don't go looking for them. I ain't running behind nobody in this season in my life. They coming looking for me. They gonna come negotiate with me. I need to see you, man. You making too much noise in Mobile. Let me come down here in Mobile and find out where you at. Because we need to talk to you. That's what I'm telling y'all. Some of y'all hard-headed artists don't never listen. Stop chasing behind it. Let them come to you. They'll come to you, make noise right here in Mobile. I'm going to make noise right here where I'm at. And if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. I'm going to learn how to pack out the show where I'm at. If you can't pack out a house, and if you don't know how to do a show down here in Mobile and pack out, what you think you going to, ain't nobody going to want to, they don't care how talented you is. The industry don't care. They want money. If you're trying to go on that larger scale, you got to learn how to maximize where you are. That's what I'm doing. Just whatever. I'm not trying to chase out the fame. I'm too old for that. If it come, it come. It don't, I ain't studying it.
All right.
Enough said.
Yeah, and I like what you're saying though, because I've been not so long ago I was listening to Master P, and everybody is familiar with Master P No Limit. That was a big thing within the 90s for us in that genre of music, and P was talking about on the Breakfast Club. He was talking about, no, we don't own anything. As blacks, we don't own anything. We, like you said, you mentioned something earlier. We so want to get a record deal, but they don't realize, man, them record deals be very shady, and they robbing you of your gift. He was talking about, get a distributor deal where they distribute your album, but at the same time, you get 100% effort for your work that you do. And I like what people was talking about, that owning your music, because he said you go see record labels, they just don't chip you out everything when you can have your own label and have 100% of your material. You know what I'm saying? Because Snoop Dogg was saying when he signed to No Limit, Snoop was saying that was the first label he seen where every artist had their own house, had their own car, had their own bank account, and their own guns. But he said them guys, he set them guys up where they had their own house, their own car, and their own bank account, because he wanted all of them to live, prosper off their gift, the gift that God gave you, prosper off of it, and be successful with it, instead of going to a label. I want to sign a label, and they're going to give you $100,000, and then you get oh man, I got $100,000. That's not a lot of money compared to today, but why settle for that $100,000 when you have more than that in the millions, because you own your own stuff?
That's true from me. That's where I'm at, and pretty soon I want to be able to manage artists, because I think some artists need managers. They need a good business manager to manage them, to get to understand the industry. I'm not chasing after that no more, and I see a lot of people doing it for fame, and they think because if I get here, I'm gonna be successful. If I get to Hollywood and I be, oh God, in the spotlight, the big stage, I'm arrived, I'm famous, I'm successful. That's stupidity. That is ignorant. All you have to do, understand that you're successful if you pack out, just like the mom and pop business. Just because they're not, it's businesses all around are millionaires. They may not be on the J.C. Penney status, but they're millionaires. You could be a millionaire locally. You don't have to, you don't have to go all out and think you're not successful because you're not on the crave, you're not on the baby status and all them M&M status. Man, some of them guys are so miserable and so broke, they ain't got a dime to their pocket. They just showing off a big house, they don't own a dime. And you read about some of the numerous, countless stories about some of them artists, man, how they foreclose and they losing their homes, man. And see, that's the thing. It's someone chasing that fame. If only if I can get there, I'm successful. Man, I'm not chasing after that. I'm going to make some noise right where I'm at, maximize it, learn the technique, get my little fan, whoever, if it packs 300 people out every time I get a show, I'm fine with that. As long as I'm feeding my family, I travel here and there, travel regional. You might blow up regional. As long as I'm getting money, I can be able to live off of and go full time. I can be able to take care of my family, and I can be able to invest back into something. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Hell.
I mean, that's what it's all about. Like I said, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Taking pride in ownership and taking it to the next level, within your life. You know what I'm saying? And also be able to pass on wealth and knowledge to others. So like me, I'm reading a lot of books now. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading books about laws of human nature, the subconscious mind. I'm educating myself in this season in time of my life to get better as a man and also, man, master everything in life. So you want to pass that wealth of knowledge on there, especially with your children, master the things of life and have all that God promised you. So, man, big ups to you and keep doing what you're doing.
Amen, bro.
And like I said, man, we're about to grade it. We pressing for time. We're about to grade to shut it out for the evening. And like I said, David, thank you for being a part of the broadcast this evening on this Friday night. I know you're about to get ready to get back in the studio, correct? We just gonna chill for the night.
Oh yeah, this last verse. Yeah, I'm polishing this last verse and spend time with family. And that's basically it. Try to do a balance with, as an artist, you gotta have a balance too. I'm not no kid no more. I can't spend all day in the studio.
And that's what's up. I understand you gotta have that balance to the things of life, especially as being a man. You have a family, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have that time with them, spend time with them and show them things. But most of us spend that family time. So man, you keep doing what you're doing, and we're about to get ready to shut it out here tonight here on Impact Voice. I thank everybody for tuning in this evening. I think all my guests this week on Impact Voice. I want to give a big shout out to Jennifer Ruffin. Big shout out to Chastity from LA Body Art. She was on last night. Big shout out to you, King Dave, for being on tonight. I know what I'm saying, this brand been going. And also I have a new co-host that's going to be debuting with me February the 29th. Her name's Latoya. She's going to be on the show with me. We're going to be talking about relationships from a male and female perspective. So that's going to be, I won't say uncensored, but we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. And that's going to be February 29th at 9 o'clock p.m. So put your children to bed if you have children and join with us as we talk about relationships one-on-one from a male perspective and also a female perspective. So it's going to be some healthy dialogue in that as well. I'll be back here next Wednesday on Impact Voice. I think I'm doing an early show. I got a show at 1 o'clock that afternoon. I'll be interviewing a personal trainer out of Houston, Texas. So that's big, from Alabama to Texas. Connect. So I'm excited about that also. So I want everybody to have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Love somebody. Love yourself. Embrace your purpose. Embrace your destiny. Educate yourself. Don't waste your time on foolishness. Use that time wisely. Perfect your craft. Work in the spirit of excellence. And stay consistent. Once you stay consistent, man, God's going to move and He's going to open up doors like never before. Just stay consistent. Stay before Him. Stay humble. And once you stay humble, the Bible said He will lift you up. Not man, not yourself, but He said, I will lift you up. So stay humble. And He said the humble, the meek shall inherit the earth. So, hey, we're going to have it. It's going to be ours it's going to be ours. It's already set up. He just working us out. Iron out the wrinkles out of our spirituality to be all that He wants to be. But I love everybody. I want everybody to have a great night. See y'all next week live on Walking This Way's Impact Voice. Have a great day. Also, check out the website. I'm going to give a big shout out for True Seeker for putting together the website. It's www.walkinghiswaysimpactvoice.com. Check out the website. You can also view the show on the website as well. Also have a t-shirt line out, also on the also on the website, from the L Factory t-shirt to the CEO Life to Growing to Knowledge of Self, Impact Coach, and also the Walking This Way Impact logo t-shirt. That's available on right now. Go to the website, purchase a shirt. Purchase a shirt. There's also help with the branding of the ministry to take it to another level with Impact Voice. So I'm excited about that as well. Till then, I'll see you next week. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
You are now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walking His Way, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience. Furman Jackson Jr., you will not be disappointed. Let's go!